All right, today, National Bosses Day, the time of year to recognize the hardworking bosses overseeing the workplace.
Every year, employees across the United States show their appreciation and thankfulness to their bosses for their treatment throughout the year.
All right, nobody told me this today.
And I did not know this either.
And
so I'm like, ooh,
we should have brought
that
donuts
did not
for the
happen.
bosses.
Yes,
So
yes.
we can make good on this
year,
tomorrow.
guys.
Why can't we just do it tomorrow?
That's right.
Can't it just be Bosses Week and we could
it's
just
the-
do it any old time?
it's-
Isn't it nice to just do something nice no matter what day it is?
It's the day after Bosses Day. We're going
Okay.
to celebrate that. Blanca Cobb has a master's degree in psychology. We're talking about this, so we'll get right to it now. What's a tip that bosses could use that would strengthen their relationships with their employees?
One tip for all bosses is to match your employees' strength with a position, a role, or a job where they can be successful. Let's think about this also. Let's say there's a new area that you just see that an employee has great potential, but maybe they don't feel quite comfortable. If you give them the support and the training that they need to succeed, you're going to have a very happy employee, because the more invested a boss is in the employee, the more invested employees tend to be in their bosses and in the company.
All right, so what seems to get problematic between a boss and an employee? And most of us are on the employee side versus the boss side, right?
A lot of times it's communication. There's a breakdown of communication. Some people are analyzing the boss when the boss says hello. Okay, are they in a good mood? Are they in a bad mood? Is it a good time to talk? A lot of times breakdown happens in communication because people listen to speak, not to understand. So this is where you ask a lot of questions to really have a thorough understanding of the situation or their point of view, because this helps decrease assumptions. And we don't want a lot of assumptions in communication, because that definitely can lead to misunderstanding.
So what about those who might not get along with their bosses? What can an employee do to have a better relationship with their boss?
Well, there are two things. Well, there are a lot of things, but I'll talk about two. One is about timing. A lot of times employees might want a boss's attention or time, but you have to figure out when's a good time for them. Some bosses are more alert or have more time in the morning versus the afternoon. Or maybe they have things that are stressed on their mind that they can't give you their time. But if you ask them specifically, hey, I want 30 minutes uninterrupted of your time, when can you make that happen this week? You're more than likely you're going to get it, and you'll see the world of difference, because you're going to be able to concentrate on you and on that situation for 30 minutes. Another thing is, so many people want to advance in their career and make more money. We get it. Everybody is looking at that bottom line. But if you can think about the company goals and where the company wants to go, or maybe it's a new area that the company hasn't even thought about yet that you can explore with your boss. So when you talk about company goals and you talk about your own advancement, then that's going to parlay into more money also. So it's just bigger than yourself.
Blanca, when is their National Employee Day? I still haven't heard about that. Oh, that's the hardest laugh
That's a
ever.
great question, and I don't know what the answer is to that one.
We're still waiting. Thank you, Blanca. We appreciate it.
All right, you can continue the conversation, right, with Blanca?
Yes, you can continue the conversation with Blanca on her Facebook page, Blanca Cobb Body Language Expert.